So a huge news story broke today out of nowhere that I really wanted to talk about because obviously it revolves around Bray Wyatt and potentially AEW. The news came directly from Tony Khan when he was asked if we can expect to see Bray Wyatt in AEW. He simply replied, he's a great wrestler. And I have to be honest, we haven't talked at all. I've known him in personal life, but in reality, we haven't talked. But you never know. Now, interestingly, we know Tony Khan has been backstage at WWE shows long before AEW ever existed. We know he's friends with wrestlers. We know he probably met Bray Wyatt that way. But what that statement says isn't clear if it's a recent personal relationship or a prior multi-year long personal relationship. Because Bray Wyatt is still under his 90-day non-compete clause, and WWE, he can talk to people, but officially sign with anywhere, he can't do that. So maybe that's why Tony Khan is saying we haven't officially spoke, but we have spoke personally, maybe? Isn't it cool, though, when you know the character of Bray Wyatt and all that recent stuff he did in WWE? It was all cryptic and Easter eggs. And right now, 2 weeks before his non-compete date comes up with WWE, we're sitting here still wondering and still guessing what's next for Wyndham Rotunda. Last week, Fightful.com reported that Bray Wyatt and Impact Wrestling are not close to a deal yet at all. And the other company that some people mention but doesn't really get a lot of mention is Ring of Honor. Bray has been very active talking to a lot of Ring of Honor stars and liking their tweets on Twitter. But again, there has been no indication that he could be potentially about to sign with ROH. Now, Free The Narrative looks like the most likely option right now, with the tease a few Saturdays ago when they said the Fiends can emerge on Free The Narrative, and then the interview that Braun Strowman did, and where he basically said, Wyndham, I'm waiting for you, brother, as he was asked who he wants to knock on the Narrative's door. Free The Narrative, by the way, is completely independent to any wrestling company. EC3 himself works for Ring of Honor. It's rumoured that Braun is going to go to Impact Wrestling. It doesn't matter what wrestling company you're with, you're welcome in Free The Narrative to tell your story. That's the important part here. So maybe, just maybe, we could see Wyndham Rotunda show up and free his narrative. And maybe free his story. Maybe he goes solo. I really like the idea of Wyndham Rotunda having a Free The Narrative of his own. Something he can produce. Something he has total control over. Something he could post maybe right here on YouTube. Maybe something he posts on Fight TV as like a pay-per-view once a month or something. We know he can't use the character The Fiend unless he went back to the WWE. You have to remember the reason for those big budget cuts they made was exactly that. Budget cuts. If they are true, then there might be some WWE interest in bringing Bray back. And people will say it's never going to happen. Never say never. Bray Wyatt, anyone, in fairness, would be a fool to re-sign a contract for less money while they're under contract getting more money for 3 months. So potentially when that contract expires in 2 weeks' time, maybe he'll take some time, we just don't know. But maybe he goes back to WWE. Everything is up in the air. I have no idea where he's going, and I love it. We haven't done this surprisingly on the channel yet, and I'm really interested what you guys think. Now, I do always read every comment on every video. So let me know in the comment section down below. Where do you want to see Bray Wyatt go? And Wyndham, I know you sometimes watch these videos, and if you're looking for a home, I know a certain YouTuber that wouldn't mind hosting you for a certain video or two. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like the video, share the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you as always next time. Peace!